Hi everyone, this is our next video of a channel, Science and Mathematics. This video is for class 8 and 9, and if you are new over here, then click on the subscribe button to get all the notification of my videos so that you can learn in a better way. So let's start. So for this you have to subscribe my channel everyone. Don't forget to subscribe, and this quadrilateral chapter is very much important for competitive exams. So let's start. Firstly, I will show you that how many types of quadrilaterals are there, and I'm gonna show you a quadrilateral family chart. We all know that quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. When we are doing polygons in the congruency of triangles, you can check it. The link will be in the description. And the important thing, one of the thing I wanted to mention previously, okay, you can download these presentations. I thought of that you should be able to download this presentation, so I have given the link of drive link. I have given the link, Google Drive link. You can download it by any of your email ID. Okay, you can download it for free. Okay, so let's start with our quadrilateral family. So a quadrilateral, we all know, a four-sided polygon, and we can divide it into some parts. Okay, we can categorize the quadrilateral, can be categorized into like the shapes which are made up of two parallel lines. Okay, then the shapes which are made up of two pairs of parallel lines, and the third category is where are no parallel lines. So when we are seeing that two parallel lines, we can see that two parallel line means one pair of parallel line. And here we come that trapezium and isosceles trapezium are those quadrilaterals which we can include in this category. And then there come the two pairs of parallel lines. Here we can include the parallelogram, and again parallelogram can be categorized in rhombus, rectangle and square. We all know that rhombus, rectangle and square are a type of parallelogram. Okay, now this within the quadrilateral there are no parallel lines. This means the kite. Okay, there is a shape called kite which we will learn, okay, in this video only. Now here comes the meaning of you will be telling that, so we know all of this, but the properties are very important. Okay, you will see that we know all of this, but now I am going to show you that what are the properties of this quadrilaterals, different types of quadrilaterals. Okay, now first we will have with the properties, that what are the properties of the each of the shape. I will explain, then I will also give some questions over that, and I will explain that how to do those questions by using the properties. Okay, and how you can use this property is which are very important in various questions, not only in the questions that are related to quadrilaterals but also in congruency. Okay, you will also need this, and also later on in various chapter you will need this to do some geometry type questions. Okay, now let me show you the first figure, and then I will explain you the properties. Okay, now I have given you a true or false. Okay, first we will have some true or false I thought of, but I thought that you should be able to have a proper knowledge about the properties of different types of quadrilaterals. So this true false question we will do in the later part of our video, but first of all let me teach you the properties. So there are some basic properties of quadrilaterals are that some of the four interior some of the four interior angles of a quadrilateral, if we apply that, we all know that formula, that n minus 2 into 180 degree. It is also, we can write that 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. Okay, I have explained you this formula, right? In the earlier video I have already explained this formula, right? So we will only apply the formula that we all know that quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. So when we are applying the formula polygon, we will put n as 4, and then we're gonna calculate. So what we will get, 4 minus 2 into 180 degree, bracket open 4 minus 2 bracket close into 180 degree. It will be the calculation, then we have to calculate it, right? So then it will give us 360 degree. That is why sum of all the four interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Okay, now then we all know that at a little means four-sided. We have understood this. I hope you have understood. Now our next property of quadrilateral is half into, it is the formula of the area of the quadrilateral. Okay everyone, and we can also make it simpler in some of the shapes like rectangle, and that is we all know length into breadth we have all learned. So it is the basic formula for quadrilateral, that is half into one of the diagonals into sum of the perpendicular drawn on that diagonal from the opposite vertices, right? So now I will give you an example. Suppose now I have given a figure. You can see over here that a quadrilateral ABCD. I have marked it as, here you can see A, here you can see B, here you can C and D. So these are the 4 points I have marked, everyone. So where there are perpendiculars which meet on the two diagonals at E and F. So those two perpendiculars, as written in my slide, you can see. I am zooming it. Okay, yes. So this is the thing. Okay, here you can see that the sum of the perpendicular drawn on that diagonal from opposite vertices. Okay, so that diagonals are meeting at E and sorry everyone, those perpendiculars are meeting at the diagonal AC at E, the diagonal BE, the perpendicular BE, and the perpendicular DF is getting at the diagonal AC at F. You can also take the diagonal BD. Okay, then the perpendiculars will be different. Okay, perpendiculars will be from the opposite side. Okay everyone, now the area of the quadrilateral, you can see that having one of the diagonals is one of the diagonals, you can take it as AC. That you can see in my mark that I have marked the diagonal as AC. You can also mark it as BD, like this diagonal. I hope, let me mark it. Okay, this diagonal, I hope that you are able to see this diagonal. You can also mark it. Then the perpendiculars, one will be from this side like this, and then this side like this will be the different, the diagonals will be different. Okay, now or you can take BD as I was telling you. Now you have then two perpendiculars will be different, so let's take it now AC. Okay, now what will be the formula? Half into AC into DF plus B, right? Then it will be DF plus BE, means the two perpendiculars. Okay, sum of the two perpendiculars drawn from the opposite vertices. This will be DF and B when you are taking the diagonal AC. Now here DF and B are the two perpendiculars. Okay, so in this formula for area, and now on the basis of different properties, we can even make this formula very simple. So let's do it. And now we will have our properties of parallelogram. So let's move on to the next slide. So what are the properties of parallelogram? So the first property of parallelogram is both pairs of opposite sides are equal and also parallel. Like if let me mark key. Let me again mark it as E, then B, then C and D, right? Now when we are marking at ABC, okay, now what we are getting, that both pairs of opposite sides are equal. We have learned this property. So what will be that? So it will be AB equal to CD, you can also say, or DC you can also say. AB will be equal to CD, and it will be also parallel to CD, right? Likewise, AD will be parallel to BC and AD equal to BC. Like this, opposite sides will be parallel and also equal. Now our next property, that is opposite angles are even equal. So now the opposite angles means what? The opposite angles means many students make mistake. I have seen that they do not understand the meaning of the opposite angle. So opposite angles mean this angle and this angle are to be opposite angle. That is, angle A will be equal to angle C. Okay, and angle B will be equal to angle D. Okay, so let's move on to our next property. Now sum of the adjacent angle, okay, is equal to 180 degree. That is, the adjacent angle form linear pair. That is, the angle in A and B form 180 degrees, and angle C and D will also form 180 degree. Like this, seen only like this only. Now we can understand that opposite angles will be also equal, and also the sum of the adjacent angle will be 180 degree. These are the properties of the parallelogram, and let's move on to our next property. Now our next property is diagonals bisect each other. Okay, now diagonals bisect each other. Like suppose this is a diagonal, this is a diagonal. If we mark it as ABCD, again we are marking it as ABCD, so it will be better to understand. Okay everyone, now the diagonal, one diagonal is BD and another diagonal is AC, right? So then the diagonals will bisect each other, means this is the bisecting point of these two diagonals. Let me mark it with a different color. This is the bisecting point of two diagonals. Okay, now this will be equal to this. Okay, this part of this diagonal and this part of this diagonal will be equal. Now this part of this diagonal will also be equal because they bisect each other. So this means that if they bisect each other, it is the property of parallelogram that the diagonals of the figure bisect, or the parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, now it's the same, we have learned this, and now we will move on to our next figure, that is rectangle. Now our next quadrilateral is rectangle, and now this, in this quadrilateral, each interior angle means each interior angle means is what I am marking it, everyone. If we mark it as ABCD, then this angle and this angle, every angle will be 90 degree. Each angle is 90 degree. Okay, suppose we are marking it as ABC, then angle A will be equal to 90 degree, angle B will be also equal to 90 degree, and angle C will be also equal to 90 degree. And here both pairs of opposite sides are equal and parallel as same of that parallelogram. Now diagonals are also equal here, but in parallelogram the diagonals only bisect each other, but the diagonals are not equal. Okay, but in rectangle diagonals are equal. Okay everyone, now next property is, now the opposite angles are equal. Okay, opposite angles are also equal here, and adjacent here also as same as that parallelogram. Here they also form 180 degree, and here also diagonal bisect each other. Okay everyone, now let's move on to our next figure. Okay, that is square. So in square world, we all know that all sides are equal. It is a basic property. Okay, here all sides are equal and all properties of rectangles are involved. You can check the properties of rectangle, or else I am showing you. Okay, that all the properties of rectangle are included in that square. Okay, all properties are all properties of rectangle are included, as well as here diagonals intersect at right angles. Okay, like, and diagonals also bisect the opposite angles. Now I will show you that how the diagonals bisect the right angles, or you can see that. Okay, like take me let me take the pen. Okay, yes it is. Now this is a diagonal and this is a diagonal. When it will bisect each other, it will be obviously equal. and we all know that in square the diagonals are even equal, then this part, this part, this part, this part, all things will be equal. Okay, now here the angle that will be formed when the intersection will take place between two diagonals of a square, then it will be perpendicular to each other, that they will form 90 degree, or we can also say that they will bisect at right angles, and diagonals also bisect the opposite angles. Okay, now what it means is that diagonals also bisect each other. Okay, means bisect each other as well as they also bisect the opposite angles. Okay, everyone. Now diagonals bisect the opposite angles means is what when, okay, everyone, on my screen equal, so the bisectors of square will also be equal. Okay, now these are the properties, everyone. Okay, now let's move on to our next quadrilateral, that is rhombus. Now the first property of rhombus, that it is a parallelogram with all its sides equal, like that of square. Okay, its all sides are equal, and here opposite angles are equal, and here diagonals intersect at right angles. Okay, like here also the diagonals when intersecting, like the diagonals and intersect, it also forms 90 degree, means it also intersect at right angles. Okay, now it is same as that of square. We all know that in square also the diagonals perpendicular bisect as well as they bisect the opposite angles. Please everyone pay attention, because these properties are very important. Okay, this often comes in exams. Okay, now this are the main properties you have to memorize, and I have also given the PDF form in the Google Drive link. You can check in the description. Okay, and you can download it from there to learn all the properties, because I have written all the properties in my slides. Okay, now here opposite angles we told, we have understood that same as that in square it is equal, like that, and here also diagonal bisect the opposite angles. Okay, here diagonals also bisect the opposite angles, and here diagonal may or may not be equal. Okay, everyone, here there is no certainty that the diagonal will always be equal. The diagonal can be equal or may not be equal. Okay, now but the diagonals are always equal in case of a square. We all know that diagonals are equal in case of a square. Now our next quadrilateral, that is trapezium. Now here there is one pair of opposite sides at parallel. If we mark it as again ABCD for our easy understanding, then if we again mark it as ABCD, like ABCD, then what will then it will be AB will be parallel to CD. Okay, like AB will be, let me everyone, let me mark it as like this, not like this. So let me mark it as like this, so it will be easy to understand. It is B, it is C, it is D. Now AB will be parallel to CD. Okay, and other two sides which are non-parallel, that is AD and BC. Okay, these are two non-parallel sides, and here angle A plus angle D, that is the adjacent angles, will form 180 degree. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Is very much easy to trapezium. Okay, now here comes our isosceles trapezium. Now it is the trapezium when non-parallel sides, means the non-parallel sides means this side, that is the non-parallel, these are the parallel sides, and this side and this side are the non-parallel sides. So in isosceles trapezium, this non-parallel sides are equal. Okay, that is AB is parallel to CD and AD is AD equal to BC. Okay, now AB is if we mark it as ABC, sorry, ABCD, then AB will be parallel to CD and AD will be equal to BC. Okay, like the non-parallel sides. Now, non-parallel sides are equal, and then AB parallel. I have already mentioned that. Then the here comes that the base angles. Okay, everyone, the base angles like this angle and this angle are always equal in isosceles trapezium. The base angles are always equal, and here the diagonals are even equal. In isosceles trapezium, the diagonals are even equal. Now let's move on to our next shape, that is kite. So I am using my cursor so that you can check it out very clearly. Now this is a kite shape. Okay, everyone, I hope you have all seen kites, and this is the shape. Okay, and there is a ribbon like thing here attached to it in the kite, which we fly in Makar Sankranti or something like that. In festivals we do that. Okay, like this, this is the same kite shape. Okay, now it is a quadrilateral in which two pair of adjacent sides are equal. Okay, here two pairs of adjacent side, that is this side and this side, as well as this side and this sides are equal, that is the adjacent sides. Now it is a adjacent side are equal, that is AB is equal to AD, that I am telling the adjacent side. Okay, now here diagonals of kite intersect at right angles. Like if this is this will be a diagonal here. I'm marking it with a cursor. You can see over my screen that suppose this is a diagonal. Okay, and now this is also a diagonal. Now this diagonal will bisect this at right angle, means the diagonals perpendicularly bisect, we can also say. An important thing that the longer diagonal, that is longer diagonal, we can see it by our eyes, that with our common sense we can determine that this diagonal is a longer diagonal and this is a shorter diagonal. Now what? The longer diagonal bisects the shorter diagonal. Okay, the shorter diagonal doesn't bisect the longer diagonal, but the longer diagonal bisects the shorter one. Okay, now this with the so we have completed all the properties of the quadrilaterals. Okay, now without wasting time, let's do some questions. Why not? Now this is the first question. Here I will give you some instructions to do that, then you will try. Okay, now then I will show you the solution. Okay, now here what we have been given, that in first question you can see on my screen that PQRS, that this is a rhombus PQRS, everyone. Okay, and angle PQR, that is PQR means what? Which angle? PQRS means this angle. Okay, let me mark it with a cursor. Okay, this angle is PQR. Okay, this is the 54 degree you are given PQR, this angle, everyone. I am marking it with a cursor. I hope you can see. Okay, I can also mark it with mark it with this K. Yes. Now this is the angle I was telling about. Okay, yes, so this is the angle you are given, that 54 degree. Now you have to find angle PRS. So angle PRS means what? PRS you are not getting, so here what we have to do is we have to draw its diagonal PR. Sorry everyone. Okay, now when we are drawing its diagonal PR, you can draw it on copy better than me. Okay, then PRS is this diagonal. Okay, now this diagonal is PRS. This is the angle. Sorry, this angle you have to find it out. So you can pause it over here, my video. You can pause it over here, and you can check that whether you are able to do this sum or not. Or then after 2 to 3 minutes, after not 2 to 3 minutes, after 30 seconds I will show you the solution. So you can pause it over here, then I will show you the solution. Now everyone, I hope you can see the solution. I have done it in the copy, right? Like angle PSR, you can see that angle PSR, that is which angle? That is PSR means this angle, right? So PSR will be equal to PQR, we all know, right? That the opposite angles of a rhombus are equal. So you can check my properties, or you can download the PDF. Link is in the description. Everyone, download the PDF, learn the properties, and then come over here to solve those questions by pausing my video before I am showing you the solutions. Okay, now this angle will be obviously equal because they are the opposite angles of the rhombus PQR. Now QSR, like QSR, you can see this angle only. Let me mark it with a different color, like only this angle. Okay everyone, not the whole green one, only this. I have marked it with a blue color. I hope it is visible to you. Only this angle, this triangle, I hope you all can see, like this angle, only that angle, that is QSR. What will be? It will be half of the angle PSR, is it or not? Because the diagonal bisect the opposite angles, we all know. The diagonal of a rhombus, we have learned that. I am again telling that learn the properties very well, or you will find difficulties in solving the questions related to quadrilaterals. Please note, okay everyone. You can download, the link is the description. I am telling you can download, first see the properties, then before the I am solving the showing you the solutions, pause it over there, try to solve the question, and if you want to check the answers, this solution is also there in the PDF. You can check it from there, or you can for a better explanation you can see that how to how to find out the angle. Now we know the diagonals bisect the opposite angle, so it will be half into 54 degree. That is, we all know that is we have find out that it is the opposite angle 54 degree. PSR will be 54 degree. Now it will be 27 degree. Now QSR will be 27 degree. Now in triangle QRS, in the triangle QRS, I hope it is visible to you, that QRS. Okay, now in QRS it will be 90 degree. Okay, it will be it is a triangle, so we can say that the sum of the interior angles of that of a triangle is 180 degree, we all know. So okay, not the QRS we have to take, like we all know. Sorry everyone, for by mistake I told that. Okay, now we all know that diagonals of the rhombus bisect perpendicular. Okay, I was reading it wrong everyone, sorry for that. And that angle we can also mark it as QSR or OSR. Okay, like this angle OSR, you can mark it as OSR or as QSR, same thing. Okay, now this angle, if we consider this triangle to be OSR, we are where the diagonals are intersecting, we are taking it as point O. Then this perpendicular bisect, we all know the perpendicular bisect. So this will be 90 degree, and we all know this is 20. So this is 90 degree. We all know, and we have find out this is 27. Now it is easy to when we'll subtract from 180 degree, we will get 90 degree plus 27 degree. How much it will be? It will be 117 degree, right everyone? So it will be 117 degree when we are subtracting from 180 degree, because we are forming this equation. I hope you can all see, right? So now you can see over this, like then the angle ORS, we will get that this angle we will get it as 63. Okay, because it is a triangle, we have only applied that formula. Now we have been told to PRS. So PRS is what angle? PRS is the same as the ORS. Like I was telling that when you are marking it as OSR, we can also marking as QRS, and when we are marking it as ORS, we can also marking as PRS, like the same thing. So this will be obviously 63 degree. Okay, now I will give you another question and also some 2-3 questions as homework, or which I will make you understand in the next video, something like that. Now this is a question, you can pause it over here. So now I'm gonna tell you that you can see a star shape on my screen. I hope you can see this star like shape over my screen, right? Now here the inner image, you can see that this quadrilateral ABCDE. What you can think that you can see that here 1 side, 2 side, 3 side, 4 side, 5 side. So it's a pentagon. I am telling about this figure. Only this. This figure is a pentagon. That is the inner. That is, you can mark it as ABCDE. Right, everyone. You can mark it as ABCDE. Now, this is a regular pentagon. Okay, you have to remember for this question. It is a very important question, everyone. It can often come. This question often comes in exams. I've seen in various exams this question has come, so I have put it in my slide. Okay. Now try to solve the question, everyone. This is the information you have been given. The alternate sides of a regular pentagon are produced, that they are extended. You can see that this is a pentagon and these sides are extended like this. Like this side is also extended in this direction. Both the directions they are extended to form a star shape as shown in my slide. So try to solve the question again. Here you can pause my video and see whether you are able to solve this question or not. It is a very important question, everyone, and after 30 seconds I will again show you the solution. So try to do that. Think, everyone, I am giving you some hints that think of the pentagon. We have learnt it already in our, like in the polygons chapter. We have already learned that, no, we all know that we have all this learned that pentagon, right? So in this pentagon, what is that? In this pentagon, it is a regular pentagon. So what will be the measurement of each interior angle? Think of that. What will be the measurement of each interior angle of this pentagon? Like this angle, this angle, this angle, this angle, this angle, this angle. What will be the measurement of all three angles? This all 5 interior angles will be equal because it is a regular pentagon, we all know, right? Now we can even then what we have been done to do that, we have to find the angle X, Y, Z. I have marked it here, you can see over here. Okay, now you have to find those angles. So you have to you can see a triangle like shape over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, and inner side is the pentagon, right? So this is the total consisting shapes we can also see. So we have to apply some formula so that we can find out the each interior angle of a regular pentagon. We all know that the total sum of the all interior angles of a regular pentagon is 540 degree. It is, I am writing it on my screen, everyone, please pay attention. It is 540 degree. Now can we all know that this is a straight line. Now to find each interior angle, what you have to do, in case of a regular pentagon, in a regular polygon, okay, any kind of regular polygon, we have to divide it by n, that is the number of sides. Now dividing by n, we will get 108 degree, right? Now it is 108 degree, this is also 100, this is also, this is also, and this is also. Now we will get this as 72 because this line, this angle and this angle will also form linear pair. This angle and this angle form linear pair. this angle and this angle, so we can easily find that find this angle to be 72, sorry, not this angle, everyone, this angle to be 72, as well as this angle to be 72, as well as all of the triangles we will find 72, 72. Okay, like this we will only find 72, here also 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 72. We'll get this only on, because all the regular pentagons when we are creating a linear pair. Now let me show you the solution. Now each interior angle of a regular pentagon is 180 degree. Now let now exterior angle BAK, you can, that the exterior angle, that is 72 degree when we are subtracting it from 180 degree. Okay, now we will get 72 degree like this. Now how to find those angles? So those angles, okay, like it will be also 72 degree, it will be also 72 degree, then this is a triangle, we all know. Now the sum of the all interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Now let subtract it, 180 minus 180 degree minus 72 minus 72, so what we are getting, 36. So all these angles will be 36 because all these triangles are having 72 degree only here. So this angle will be 36, this angle, this angle, this angle, this angle, and everything will be 36. So now what will be the sum? We have been given x plus y plus z plus t plus u. So how many angles are there? 5. So 36 into 5, what will be? 180 degree. So I hope you have understood. This is a very important question, everyone. It is also a very fun type question. It is a really good question. Okay, now you can solve this question at your home and let me know the answer. Okay, or you can not let me know the answer. If you want to know the, make me know the answer, you can pause it over here and do it in your copy, and you can there let me know in the comments what will be the answer, or you can see the PDF or check the answer whether you have made it correct or wrong. I have uploaded an answer, you can see, of this question, or I will explain it in the next video because the time span is mostly increasing, everyone. So, and this is also homework sum you will do, and this is the solution. I have also given the link is in the description, so check it out. This is also a sum. I have also given this solution. I will make you understand both the sums. Okay, over here. Okay, everyone. And if you face any problem, you can let me know in the comments. So thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you all have understood that what are the properties of the quadrilaterals. So please like, comment and share to your other classmates or friends. Okay, everyone, so thank you for watching this video.